Hey everybody, welcome back to Odin Sphere. We got a new story and a new co-commentator. Please welcome Skippy Granola.
How's it going? I'm totally set for corn mode.
Yeah, I label my videos oddly, but I'm glad I brought you in for this because we are going into probably the most positive story in the series and quite possibly my favorite one.
Well, hell, if I'm known for anything, it's positivity. Pukas, huh?
Pukas. I do like these little introduction scenes. They set the tone for the entire story arc so perfectly. And here is our protagonist for this chapter.
Are you going to the
Oh man, it's about time that a video game allows us to play as a tiny old man.
I think they've done that before. The most prominent one in my mind is Guilty Gear with the guy with the giant, like, sword.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's also Arthur in Ghosts and Ghouls? Though I don't know if you could consider him old.
No, he was a handsome and vibrant man.
Yeah. I don't think if there are actually any other old people in video that you play as.
Wow, holy shit. I'm really digging the wizard's Geddy Lee costume.
Yeah. Everything has, like, a great... I don't know how to word it well, but basically they work stereotypes well. Like, you look at the wizard and you say, oh, that's a fucking evil wizard.
That's 100% an evil wizard. Look at his bony shoulders.
He also has, like, a beard that kind of reminds me of Jafar for some reason.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, if it wasn't obvious, our protagonist is the person on the left, Cornelius.
Father, this is different. The woman I love is no low-class commoner. I do not believe she is unfit for royalty.
He's a very optimistic and naive young man.
Absolutely. I mean, but who hasn't fallen in love with a waitress at the IHOP?
I mean, you're not wrong. Just imagining Cornelius at the IHOP is the funniest thing to me.
He's just like completely smitten by the French toast.
Let your princess of the IHOP know my feelings.
Of what you say, my mind is made up. If you do not approve, I shall abdicate my heritage.
Father, you cannot ask me to live another day without those fluffy buttermilk pancakes.
I will say though, all this talk about IHOP, I never really liked IHOP.
No, it's fucking garbage. Come over to my house, I'll make you some good pancakes, man.
Yeah, I make good pancakes too.
Hell yeah, let's have a pancake fight.
Now, if there was one big criticism about Odin Sphere is that, asset reuse is a huge thing. Namely, last video we were in the Underworld, and, we're in the Underworld again.
It's a high traffic area.
Yep. By the way, this is our protagonist.
Where is this? Oh, what's happened to me?
By the gods, I'm a rodent! Hey, you were right, Highwang. This is my greatest dream come true.
I'm a beast. What in the world?
There is a bit of,
A dream?
I don't know what it's called, but there's just, like, jumps in logic of, at the start of Cornelius' story, where just something happens, and then an entirely different thing happens, and it's still part of the continuity string.
This place. It's
I think it's mainly to set up his, plight, and then they answer everything at the end of the story, but still. When you're first starting out, it's just a sudden jump from this to this, and it's a little, disorienting.
Well, what obviously happened is he went into the forest to proclaim his love, but then he got jumped by her criminal forest brothers, and they took his wallet, and then now he woke up in a bathtub full of ice, with his brain in a rabbit man body. That's a tale as old as time, really.
Yeah.
Huh?
You're sent. Are you not Titanian royalty?
That's not an evil voice, no sir.
Aye, so I am. I am Prince Cornelius. When I woke up...
I do like the fact that he's looking away from the voice to just kind of show that he has no idea where this person is.
I know. Yes, surely 'tis you.
This fearful voice that speaks to me from the darkness. Who are you?
Step into the light, and prithee, bringeth me a carrot.
Do not approach me. My flesh is merely a banquet for maggots and other filth. If you saw my body, your very soul would tremble. And
Also what it says on my OkCupid profile.
That's how you get all the ladies.
you shall
Just the curious ones, unable to look away from this memento mori.
tis your
It's like, yeah, that's what I'm looking for in a man. Just, you know, eldritch horror.
sword may eventually make my identity known.
What do you want of me? Do you know what has happened to me?
Go now. If you do not wish misfortune to haunt you forever, aim for your home, Titania. Your destiny awaits there.
Wait,
Please go.
You should now rule with an iron rabbit fist.
he's
With an iron paw. A fluffy tail of malice.
Tis a dream, an illusion.
The writing is really good in this game. Like, it was this moment where I was just like, man, Cornelius is a really
Wake
good
from this
character.
Nightmare and be greeted by the sun's warming rays.
Nope, still in hell.
But I have
Damn
no
it.
choice. I must continue.
Like, he's a very optimistic character, but he's also just like, oh god, please let this be a dream. I hate this.
Well, to be fair, you know, when Gregor Samsa awoke to find himself transmogrified into a hideous bug, he just moped around a lot.
Yeah. By comparison, Cornelius has it easy.
At least he can hold a sword.
Yeah, so I don't know how much you know about the LP, Skippy, but I'm aiming to get S ranks on everything on the hardest mode, which includes these tutorial missions, which are actually, ironically, the hardest.
Yeah, because you don't have any abilities.
No abilities, I'm on a strict time limit, and, you can't redo them.
Yep.
This one
Yeah,
was actually,
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
this one was actually not hard, but, later ones do get a little tricky. Anyways, what were you gonna say?
Oh, no, I was gonna say that, I've only played, I think, just a couple of chapters, or acts into, the Valkyrie chapter,
Speak
so.
with you.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people tend to stop because then they realize there's more to the game than just Gwendolyn.
Please wait for me at our usual
Yeah, I
spot.
mean, I liked Gwendolyn's bit a lot, I just kinda
I have held for so
stopped
long.
playing it in favor of something else.
My love,
Yeah.
I shall speed towards you, quick as the wind.
Though since you have played Gwendolyn's arc, you should know this character.
Oh, yeah.
Cornelius.
Oh, I forgot that. I thought save screen. Oh well. I do find it amusing that even in these dark circumstances, Cornelius is still civilized and talks to everyone.
Pain won't go away even if my flesh rots off. If I could only pass out from the pain, then it would briefly go away. But relief won't come.
This was kind of the interesting thing about the Underworld. When you play through it as Gwendolyn, you don't really see how awful everything is down here, but also how awful everyone is.
I have prayed for forgiveness.
Yeah, Gwendolyn really seems...
Salvation.
She seemed caught up in her own business a lot.
Yeah.
Like, she had this whole Shakespearean thing going on with, you know, her Odin father and everything, and she didn't really have enough time for the little people.
Yeah, Cornelius is a man of the common man, but damn it.
We say, but mere words cannot do justice.
Yeah, I kind of skipped that line by mistake, so I had to redo it. But it was a line like that where he's just like, "Yeah, we all talk about how awful it is, but words don't do justice to how awful this place is."
Like, seriously, bro, it sucks.
Every day, my entire being is just writhing in agony, and I can't dull the pain because I don't have a brain. Do I have enough to, no I don't. I think I need, yep. If you take a look on the top right, there's that pink meter. I needed 6 to grow a plant, but I only have 5.
Oh yeah, well, soon enough.
Back to hell.
Hooray!
Now, the funny thing about Cornelius is that he seems to constantly find himself in a bad crowd.
Oh, this bummer again.
It's a trick. Can I hope?
It's a different one, actually. They just kind of reused the sprite because everybody in hell looks like this.
There's a lot of Candle Kings in hell.
Yeah.
I once had.
You, walking skeleton, stop right there. Who are you?
I do not remember names.
I gotta say, whoever did the voice actor for this character
Aimlessly roaming this
just
land.
nailed it.
What
Because
purpose
wow.
do you have? Spirits and goblins shall find you and tear your tender flesh to ribbons.
Not my tenders.
Suggest I do.
You can tell he liked his job. Like, there's a couple voice acting in this game where it's just kind of like, people were doing a job. This guy was loving this role.
Permission from the queen. Let me guide you to her.
You know, that seems like the most fun kind of character to voice.
Services, I ask you
What,
Just a
the-
weirdo.
when you
Yeah?
agreed.
How greedy of you. I cannot promise your safety.
Now come and be quiet, or else they will gather. What are you doing? Stay close to the candle.
That is actually a game
You shall not
mechanic.
be able to see the ghosts.
Yes, that's it. Walk very close. In fact, just wrap your arms around my stomach. Yes, that's it. Now, sniff my hood.
No, don't suplex me. Now they give you a lot of shine down here because they want you to be there's a lot of different mechanics here, but starting out in here you don't actually have access to what you need. So in this beginning they kind of overload you with a potion, specifically shine. That way you could actually see these ghosts.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to do it. You know, you have to perform the mechanics in an inconvenient way, and then later on you're given the ability to just do it.
Mm-hmm. Though oh no, they're not on this map. Usually there are candle bearers on these map. Oh, right there. Yeah, we could have used that as well if we wanted to save our shine potions.
It's not a very big radius, though.
Yeah. If you want to save it though, shine actually has use outside of giving sunlight. You could use it to stun enemies, and it does a decent amount of damage. Not enough to kill, but as you saw before, it's enough to entirely wipe out those small ghosts that could cause you problems. Now let's level up. Much better. Because I want to get a couple skills right off the bat. Now the thing about skills in the new game is that while Gwendolyn was all about air superiority and high length melee combat, Cornelius is kind of the opposite. He's more focused on ground-based combat.
Okay.
Like, he will have moves that allow him to go faster on the ground, take less damage on the ground, and all of his moves are rooted on the ground, barring 2. That being said, Cornelius is not incapable of doing air combos. He could perfectly just juggle someone forever if you know what you're doing. It's just that his toolkit is more suited for staying on the ground and dealing a boatload of damage. Like, we will see that in the in one of the later fights. He also has a charge attack.
Woo!
It's getting the charge attack off is not really practical though, especially in heroic mode, mainly because if you want to get the full charge, you got to be standing around for a while, and you just never have that opportunity.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Cornelius's dash attack is also interesting. While Gwendolyn had the dash that would instantly send her into the air and allow you to do more combos, Cornelius's ground combo is a combo in itself, where his dash attack will do 3 different strings, or 3 different attacks. The third one effectively being a baseball swing that knocks people into a wall.
Oh, far out.
I kind of experiment with it a lot in this game because I never used it in normal mode. But using it now, it definitely has its use. Gotta enhance that sword because there are 2 fights in this arc that are really hard to get S ranks unless you know what you're doing. Mainly because they focus on time more than damage output.
Oh, I see.
Also, much like in Gwendolyn's arc, with everybody else you're going to be searching for food in the ground. For Cornelius it's a lot easier because his little 3 hits dash attack, that actually grazes the ground, so if there's anything on the ground like, say, a habanero, you could get it a lot easier just by spamming the ground dash.
Oh, neat.
It also doesn't help that Cornelius is really fast, so even if you're not doing that, you can just walk around and eventually step on one.
Yeah.
That's a secret that we're not gonna find for a while, but I don't know, this secret is a little... this secret seems a little obvious to me, though I could see how people can miss it.
Okay.
It's something you wouldn't really do when you're just blazing through a beat-em-up. I
can't even imagine.
Well, can't even imagine what?
What you'd have to...
Like, this one... This one directly tells you what to do, but it's also somewhat misleading.
Okay.
It said near the end of the level, look towards the rock rift and look up. There is there is one secret in the next chapter though that's that actually threw me for a loop because I forgot what it was. For right now though, with leveling Cornelius, I was about to say another character that's not here. With Cornelius, I have to rely a lot on fruits early on because I'm not going to have access to cooking until Act 4, I believe.
Oh, is that so? Weird.
It's a balancing thing because I think Gwendolyn had the same issue. Like, you didn't get cooking until Act 4.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I don't think I got that far in Gwendolyn's arc.
Like, I can understand why they do it here because you know the game by this point, and you're going through a new character, so they kind of want to gateway you and make sure you're not completely overpowered out of the gate. Though, when you know what you're doing, that's not exactly the case. By the way, much like his ground attack, his air dash also has a 3-hit string to it. It's not as effective in my opinion because it has the propensity to push enemies.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
So, this is actually a new tile set from the PS2 version. And, the ground will poison you, and given how I'm only gonna have 120 HP ever, I don't want that. So I can be really careful not to fall in that pit. And that becomes a problem in another fight. Cause, when you're poisoned, that also acts towards your, acts against your grade. By the way, Cornelius is just, you know, a madman of damage.
Yeah, wow.
Like, if Gwendolyn was all about combos and keeping enemies locked down, Cornelius is just straight to the point and damage you.
Yeah, he's certainly taken to that Phozon sword.
Yeah, really good weapon. Also, one thing I like about this game is that the animation is really well done. Namely, if you take a look at Cornelius' attack animations, you could tell that even though he was a prince, he's certainly trained for combat and martial arts. Except being a rabbit, he doesn't quite know his own body yet.
Yeah, it's true. He does seem kind of uncontrolled, kind of flailing a bit.
Yeah, you can tell that he's not used to all the movements of being tiny, so he'll constantly overswing his attacks, he'll always be caught off balance. And it's a neat little detail because with Gwendolyn it looks like you're watching a ballet. With Cornelius it looks like you're watching a dork.
I guess that's another testament just to Vanillaware's fantastic animations.
Yeah. There's something to say when you have a gaming company that's somewhere around 20 artists and only 5 coders.
Yeah, pretty much.